looks like a small group tonight.
It's a small group and it's nicer, closer to each other, right? And we have each other's support. Miss Regina's going to want to see you after you walk in here.
You should sit in the front row then.
I know, really, we should, so
Yeah.
she doesn't feel so alone.
I hate it when people are so far back.
I know.
But
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, everyone. Hi. So we begin services with, I'll say, my favorite Baruch Hu as a nigun, so we can get more used to it and hopefully more comfortable with it. So we'll just sing it as a nigun, and when we get to the second part that's usually like an echo, we'll just sing the main part and not worry about the echo. I think that'll be easier. So here we go. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. do that again. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Part two. Ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Let's do that again. Ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. From the beginning. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. I know we're still in a holiday. It feels like this is a month of the never-ending holidays. Rosh Hashanah, 10 days later, Yom Kippur, 5 days later, Sukkot. I hope you all saw the full moon, although I think it might have been cloudy, so I'm not sure. And then Simchat Torah on Sunday night and Yizkor on Monday morning. And then we get a little bit of a break from holidays, which I don't know how I feel about that, but it's really a very amazing month of observance and celebration and community togetherness. So thank you all for being here. You've been here a lot of late. And to anyone who is streaming, welcome back. It's good to see you all, and wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom. So in welcoming Shabbat, we turn to page 138 for Lecha Dodi. And as usual, we'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And I promise I'll cue you when it's time to stand and face the door so we could feel the presence of Shabbat come into the room and join us this evening. Ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 pnei Shabbat Shabbat nekabela, Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shmo echad, l'shemu tiferet v'letehila. Ya la la, ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechuve. Thank you. Ki mekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nes
besucha sof maseh b'machashava tchila ya lalai lecha dodi ya lalai likrat kala ya lalai pnei Shabbat nikabela. Verse 5. Hitoreri, kivorech, kumi ori, shir daberi, kivod Adonai, alayich nigla. Ya lalai lecha dodi, ya lalai likrat kala, ya lalai pnei Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uv'tzola, toch emuneh am segula. Boi chala, ya lalai lecha dodi, ya lalai likrat kala, ya lalai pnei Shabbat nikabela, ya lalai lecha dodi, ya lalai likrat kala, ya lalai pnei Shabbat nikabela. So we continue on our handout with Tov Lahodot. This special psalm, this special song for this day, the day of Shabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. On this the day of days, my lips shall sing your praise, for I know that you'll always be here surrounding me. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. My spirit takes release. I close my eyes in peace, and from my soul heard far above springs a song of love. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. I wish to understand the wonders of your hand, for all the blessings that are mine rise from your desire. So I just want to say in advance, thank you all for singing along so heartily. As you can see, my cold finally kicked in after the holidays. It's not that bad, but a little bit of help from my friends makes a huge difference. So thank you all. Oh, and you might be wondering where Josh is. Rabbi Josh is actually over at our religious school and Hebrew school camp retreat, leading services there with our 3rd through 6th graders, and Rabbi Daniel and some teachers and some madrachim. So we miss him, but I know that they're having probably an awesome time having him there. So thank you for putting up with me. And with that, I would like to ask you to put up with turning, I'm just kidding, to pages 120 and 121 for our candle lighting. And I'd like to invite Shelley and Ed Schwartz up to the bima to light our candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
So we continue on page 146 with our Baruch Hu, and again we'll use the same melody that we used to open our service, but this time first Lai Lai and then onwards, so please rise. Ya Lai Lai, ya Lai Lai Lai, ya Lai 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 Lai, ya Lai Lai, ya Lai Lai Lai, ya Lai 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 Lai, Baruch Hu et Adonai, Hamivorach, Baruch Adonai Please be seated. On the top of page 149, together. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide and time of light, your guide our current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'otecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha alevavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibartam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha ve'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. We continue on page 159. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace, on page 158. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Seili, anu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
So in this section of the service, we said our Baruch Hu, and then we said a prayer for creation, then we said a prayer for revelation, and we just said our prayer for redemption. And it's kind of nice, the progression through that. But on Sukkot, on this particular Shabbat, when we say the next prayer, the Hashkivenu, which brings up the imagery of this idea of a sukkah of peace, it feels like we needed to say something just a little bit more than just merely these beautiful words asking for protection. So if you'll please turn to the inside cover, "O guide my steps," you'll see the line in Hebrew, "Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha," that we should be sheltered with this shelter of peace. That during this holy set of holy days, that we have this sense of being guarded and guided by God's presence. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps and help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps and help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps and help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps.
Thank you. And we continue on page 162 with Vishamru. And as Achad Ha'am said, more than the Jewish people has kept Shabbat. Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam berit olam, beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash. So we continue on page 164 with the Amidah, with the Tefillah section of our service. I think you all know the drill, but I'll say it quickly anyway. We will sing aloud the first several blessings together, and then after that, you continue, please feel free, I should say, to continue silently, whether you continue with the words on the page in Hebrew or English, or in a prayer of your own heart. We will meet together at the end of the section, which is pages 180, 181. And the best way to let me know you're ready to continue is by having a seat. So please rise if you're able. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chastei Avot ve'Imahot, Umevi ge'ola livnei v'neihem, lema'an shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayeh hakol atah rav lehoshia, morid hatal, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech nofalim ve'rofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot umido melach, melech memid umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Page 178. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam Ki Ata So we continue with the reading of Torah, and that can be found on page 364 and following. And so we're kind of at an interesting point in our cycle. So we are in what's called Chol HaMoed Sukkot, which means the intermediary days of Sukkot. And on the Shabbat and Sukkot, we read a special portion, which I think just kind of gets us towards the middle of Torah so that it's easier on Simchat Torah to go from one end to the other, maybe. But it's a really beautiful section. in which we both hear Moses asking God to see God's presence, and God kind of has this protective moment of Moses as God's presence passes before him. And then he has to schlep 2 heavy stones back up to the top of the mountain to recarve them. And God shares God's attributes with Moses. So it's a really beautiful and poignant part of our Torah. And I'm not really 100% sure why we read it at this time, so maybe we'll talk about that in a few moments. But we're a little bit out of cycle now. On Sunday night, we're going to read the very end of Torah and then the very beginning again. And by next weekend, we are back at the very beginning. So, whereas our new year began just a few short weeks ago, our new cycle is yet to happen. So, I don't know, it feels a little unsettling and yet very special at the same time. So please rise, and Jack, please come up onto the bima and join me as we take our Torah from the Ark. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, ki mitzion teitzei Torah, udevar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlul Adonai iti, Uniru mima Shemo yachdav, Lecha Adonai hagedula, v'hagevura, v'hatiferet, v'hanetzach, v'hahod. Ki cho b'shamayim uvaretz, ki cho b'shamayim uvaretz, lecha Adonai hamamlacha, v'yamid na'aseh lechol rosh. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim, al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Please be seated.
Oh, I had my microphone off. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. Oh, well. And for our Aliyah, I invite up Don Levitt and Ron and Mariana Aaron. Okay, great.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
וכתבת על הלוחות את הדברים אשר היו על הלוחות הראשונים אשר שיברת, ויהיה נכון לבוקר, ועלית בבוקר אל הר סיני, וניצבת לי שם על ראש ההר, ואיש לא יעלה עמך, וגם איש אל יראה, וכל ההר, גם הצאן והבקר, אל יראו, אל מול ההר.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. So we continue on page 371 with our Misha Berach. And I know that Rabbi Josh had said that we were rebuilding our list, but as I don't know for sure who is newer on the list and who is not, I'm going to read the list that I have in front of me and then take a moment to see if there's anyone who you might like to add to it. So we begin thinking about these loved ones who were in need of healing. Debbie Pisarek, Joanne Blumberg, Valentina Wolfson, Hilary Handwerger, David Bloom, Milton Child, Jake Waxman, Bridget Ford, Roxanne Pawandra, Joel Berger, Margaret Leslie, Karen Simon, Steve Gill, Stacy Young, Sydney Usum, Barry Hopkins, Julie Lambert, Allison Conroy, Rick Spire, Buddy Tepper, Carrie Thorpe, Rachel Tunk, David Seidenstecker, Terry Logan, Carol Morgan, Irving Borowitz, Dick Jordison, Joyce Thomas.
Again, the middle of page 371. Mi shebeirach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Baruch atah Adonai rofeh hacholim. So it is time for us to lift and dress Torah. Jack, can I beg you for your help again? Please rise if you are able. V'zot haTorah asher sa Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, 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 Ya Elai, Elai, Ya Elai, Elai. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu kekedem. Please be seated. So I think I was being very optimistic about how many people would be here tonight. So I have way more sheets than we need. So everyone can take their own, but I'm going to just have you pass these around. So the question that I was asking myself as I was preparing for tonight and for tomorrow morning is, number one, why do we read Ecclesiastes at Sukkot? And number two, why this particular Torah portion at Sukkot? It also is read, I'm not going to say that I'm not 100% sure, but I know that we read specific portions at Sukkot, Shavuot, and Pesach. And at Passover, it's pretty obvious we read the Song of the Sea. And at Shavuot, we tend to read the prescription for celebrating the holiday. So the question is, why this? Because it really doesn't tell us in this section to celebrate Sukkot. So I picked just 3 verses to look at, one of them one that I had read, and the other two, the 2 that preceded, just to see if there's anything that I could glean. So we'll give it a shot and see how it goes, and you'll let me know if you have any thoughts also. In the meantime, I'll tell you mine. So the Exodus chapter 33, verses 22 and 23 are that little section I described a moment ago. And it's kind of like in the middle of the scene. Moses had said, please, I need to see your presence. And God says, and as my presence passes by, I will put you in a cleft of the rock and shield you with my hand until I have passed by. Then I will take my hand away and you will see my back, but my face must not be seen. It continues with 34:1 as like the next part of the episode. So this little piece from Or Chaim, wow, it's funny, I corrected some things but not others, that is a commentary on verse 23. So it says, you will see my back, etc. The essence of God is, of course, not divisible into front and back. God is aware of the desire of all his creatures to see how his light spells the continued existence of his universe. At the same time, it is impossible by definition that any creature can behold this light as it would spell its doom. What did God do? He surrounded his essence with a kind of a curtain or screen in order to diffuse the light, which would otherwise have proved too blinding. The creation of such a screen created the impression in the beholder that there is something in front and something at the back of such a screen. When we look at man who is composed of spirit and body, we perceive his body as his back and his spirit as his front or face. The light that God's essence has made accessible to the spiritually most advanced human being is called back, whereas the light he has screened out is called front, as it is beyond the screen. This is what God meant when he said, you will see my back, but you cannot see my face. All right, that's pretty complicated if you ask me. But in looking through this and reading it, it felt a little bit to me like there was this idea of a protection around maybe God's presence or essence, or maybe a protection around humanity so that we could see of God what was maybe safe to see and not see what might be perilous for us. And so thinking about a sukkah, right, it's covered with schak, which is somewhat see-through, but it still obscures a little bit. So the cover is not a full cover. If it rains, you're going to be rained on. If it's clear, you can see some stars through, but you're not going to see the fullness of the sky. So there's a bit of a protection, but it allows for some of this beholding of presence of the heavens. So I wondered if maybe therein, from the commentary on of the Or Chaim, that maybe there might be something about the what it means for God's presence to pass before Moses, as well as for this sukkah to protect us and give us that sense of presence without. Anyway, a thought. Ponder that as we continue through this text, and then I'll ask you if you have any thoughts on it also. So the first verse that I had read, and God said to Moses, carve 2 tablets of stone like the first, and I will inscribe upon the tablets the words that were on the first tablets, which you shattered. So I found, I'm sorry the attributions aren't all here, but I found a few little comments that I thought were interesting. And the first one, and God said to Moses, carve for yourself until, protect for yourself that which I teach you here this day. Here I banish. And there is a reason to question on these verses as follows. So I only put down the first question. Why did God command Moses to carve 2 tablets of stone akin to the first set of tablets upon which God would inscribe the 10 commandments that were on the first set of tablets? For if the second set of tablets were to replace the first set, it would be appropriate for them to be identical in all aspects. However, the first set were both carved and inscribed by God, while the second set were carved by Moses, who did not inscribe them, and inscribed by God, who did not carve them. All right, so in this I saw the idea that there is a partnership in the second set of tablets, the ones that survived. Right, so the first set, basically, God gave to Moses, and Moses brought them down to the people. It wasn't enough of a partnership in there, and Moses got angry, he broke them, and now he had to go up. He had to carry them up. I don't know, that still makes me sweat a little bit because they must have been super duper heavy, and that was a pretty tall mountain to climb. And then he also had to participate in hearing the words again and actually create this tablet. It was a gift, but a different kind of a gift. And we are commanded to build the sukkah and dwell in it and work hard to bring in the final harvest. It's this feeling of that there's a partnership between the God, if you subscribe to the idea, which I would hope at least many of us would, that it's not the work of our hands, but it's the partnership with God that brings on the harvest and all of that, that we have this gift that's given to us, but we work hard to attain it. So now we are in our sukkah, and it's that partnership with God that gives us this gift of being able to be in the field, collect our harvest, lay in our sukkah, hopefully not harmed by the elements, but still knowing that it's a little bit fragile and that there's a delicate balance between all that's going on in the world. And then the next piece is the only way that I could figure out some sort of a connection to Ecclesiastes. So in Shemot Rabbah, it states that the instruction to Moses to carve for himself 2 stone tablets is an illustration of what Solomon had in mind in Kohelet when he said, "There is a time to throw stones away and another time to assemble stones." He first referred to Moses, who had smashed the first set of tablets, whereas in the second half of his statement, he referred to God's instruction to Moses to carve for himself 2 stone tablets, as mentioned in our verse. So maybe that's kind of weak, but I liked it. So I don't know. It feels to me like this Torah portion is a beautiful portion. I feel like we have to dig a little bit to find why on Sukkot. So from what we've read here, does anyone have any thoughts they would like to add or any ideas that they think might help bring all of this together? I know my ideas aren't the best. So. Oh, wait. Ralph, I'm going to bring you a microphone.
Okay, well, on Sukkot, we commemorate the wandering in the wilderness. And this was pretty much the low point, the set of events, the 2 tablets and everything surrounding them in the wilderness. So the wilderness connection is very strong, I think.
Yeah, that's a great point. So then the idea also of wilderness. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Well, thank you for hearing me out and for pondering this. And if at some point or another you have some better ideas on this, send them my way because I'll be very curious. That goes for anyone out there also in Cyberland. So, Shabbat Shalom. And for those of you who are interested in Ecclesiastes or Kohelet a little bit more, we're going to actually be digging into that tomorrow morning to just take a look at the connection of Kohelet to Sukkot. So anyway, we continue on Page 586 with Aleinu. Please rise if you are able. Aleinu l'shabeach lahadon hakol lateit gedula liyotzeh bereshit shelo asanu kegoye haratzot velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahen v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Page 591. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihye Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Please be seated. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. And death has touched these loved ones of our community over the past 30 days during this time of Shloshim. Doris Estelle Steinberg, Patricia Dempsey, Gil Small, Harvey Lee Blumberg, Nan Giles, Sheldon Birchman, Jerry Schweisky, Harriet Usum, and Inga Alexander Rose. And at this season in years past, Evie Ackerman, Bessie Beck, Hendela Bronstein, Sidney Davidson, Jerome Eldon, Leonard Fielk, Jedediah Fisher, Donald Flax, Mildred Goldman, Maurice Goldstein, Zena Greenstone, David Hertz, Rose Ingber, Dorothy Katz, Herbert Levitt, Jack Litwack, Irving Milch, Gertrude Makatov, Adeline Mert, Harriet Parker, Tilly Schlager, Isidore Silber, Joyce Solomon, Michael Kramer, Norman Summers, Frederick Stern, Harold Oberman. If I have missed your loved one who you're observing a yahrzeit for, or if you're in a period of mourning, or if I've mispronounced your loved one's name, please feel free to say their name at this time as my eyes meet yours. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always be for blessing. As we rise, page 598, for Kaddish Yatom. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulalmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yit hadar, v'yit ale, v'yit halal, shemei d'kudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu Please be seated. Except you, Jack. It's awesome to be the board member here tonight. You're a VP of Religious Practices or something like that? Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being our board member.
Thank you. This on? Thank you, Regina, for a wonderful service, while, of course, we miss Josh only a little. And thank you for the wonderful music, and Annette and Marty, thank you for ushering, and everyone for being here tonight. As always, there's a lot of wonderful events coming up. I don't want to read the whole list, but I want to point out a couple in particular, and starting with one that's not on the list. Tomorrow morning is the Brotherhood Blood Drive. There are still some walk-in slots available getting around 10:30, 11 o'clock, Larry. So if you would like to consider giving blood tomorrow, there's still opportunities to do so, and there's always a great need for that. There's some upcoming events that I really want to point your attention to. We have some amazing guests that are coming into our community. So on Friday, November 22nd, and Saturday, November 23rd, Danny Massing will be here. He is an amazing Jewish musician, composer, teacher, and it's really amazing that he'll be here in the community. And then the same weekend, Professor Naomi Chazan will be here. For folks who don't know her, she has had an amazing history. She was on the Israeli Knesset. She started a number of women's activism groups in Israel, and she'll be here at Beth Israel talking about some of the parallels between what's going on in Israel and the United States, and how the religious communities in both are both similar and different, and how they're responding to the political events. And so she's the kind of speaker that is just only a town like Ann Arbor can get because of the way she tours. So I would not miss. That's a heck of a weekend that's coming up. And then, of course, on November 26th is our annual Thanksgiving service with St. Clair's. It's for all that we share a building with them. We don't share our lives with them as much as we could. This is a wonderful opportunity. For many of us, the only opportunity during the year to share our life with the people that we share our building with. So please consider it's always a beautiful service. Thank you.
So I just want to thank you so much for pointing out the Donny Massing weekend. I'm super excited about that one. Kol Halev will be participating in that, so definitely a must come to. I did want to also just highlight that Monday morning, we will have one of our Yizkor services. So I don't know if you know this, but we actually say Yizkor 4 times during the year. Yom Kippur is not the only time we have a Yizkor service, but we also have it on Sukkot and Passover and Shavuot. So Monday morning is an opportunity to to say Kaddish for your loved ones again and join us for lunch afterwards. Please do not worry if you have not RSVP'd. There'll be plenty of food. We would just love for you to join us that morning. And if you have any interest in the civil rights journey, that will be the end of April, beginning of May. The informational meeting will be a week from Monday, and it would be great to be able to come and get more insights about what the trip is going to be about and pricing and stuff of that nature. Kiddush and Motzi. You want to help me, Molly? Awesome. I think if you need the words, it's on page 123. Oh, no worries. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat lechaim. It's good, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it looks like juice. It tasted like juice. That's what I thought. And for the challah, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Thank you. You know, the great thing about a braided challah is it gives you these nice big knots that you can rip off and enjoy. So please feel free after the service to come up and take some. So I was trying to avoid saying this all service, but as always, yet again, we've had, I think, a very difficult news week. And it feels to me like it just being here on Shabbat gives us a chance to take a deep breath together and to have that sense of peace and repose. So tonight we will end our service with my favorite song for peace, Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu Ya'aseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, amen. Shabbat Shalom. And again, please take with you all your papers and your prayer books out to Marty and to Annette to make their lives easier as we clean up the sanctuary. Shabbat Shalom.